I've been taking cold showers for 15 years and recently underwent a 40-day cold plunge challenge. But the earliest records of cold immersion date back thousands of years and span multiple cultures. Egyptian medical texts, such as the Edwin Smith Papyrus, mention cold water therapy for injuries and fevers. Public baths in Greece often had cold water pools known as frigidaria. The father of medicine himself, Hippocrates, championed the use of cold therapy for a variety of ailments. Writers like Seneca described voluntarily plunging into cold water to build mental and physical resilience. Ancient Chinese texts discuss cold water as a means of restoring yin-yang balance in the body. Vikings and early Slavs practiced ice bathing, believing it strengthened the body and spirit. But enough of history and ancient tradition. Here's what we in the 22nd century know about the true benefits, broken into 3 categories: athletics, physical health, and mental health. After weightlifting or vigorous exercise, delayed onset muscle soreness sets in after 24 to 48 hours, making continued activity difficult. Cold immersion constricts the blood vessels temporarily, limiting this soreness. After exiting a cold plunge and warming back up, your blood vessels dilate, leading to a rush of oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood into the muscles. This enhances repair and growth, speeding up recovery. Exercise also leads to a buildup of lactic acid and other metabolic byproducts in muscles. This increased blood flow after rewarming promotes a faster flushing out of these toxins. Athletes often report feeling less fatigued after cold immersion. The cold shock response activates the sympathetic nervous system, increasing alertness and reducing fatigue. Cold therapy isn't just for muscles. It also reduces stress on joints and tendons, making it useful for preventing overuse injuries. While cold therapy initially stiffens your joints, the post-cold rebound circulation increases the production of synovial fluid, lubricating your joints and reducing friction. We just went over how inflammation from exercise is reduced by cold therapy, but inflammation from injury and chronic conditions like arthritis are also lessened, alleviating pain. As we age and eat in ways that clog our blood vessels, our circulation gets worse and worse over time, causing a number of secondary health consequences. The cycle of vasoconstriction and vasodilation that occurs with cold immersion exercises and strengthens your circulatory system. Cold exposure stimulates the production of white blood cells and antioxidants, reducing the likelihood of being incapacitated by illness. I am getting over a cold though, so they don't make you completely immune. Cold therapy activates the sympathetic nervous system, increasing adrenaline and dopamine levels. This results in heightened focus. In my opinion, better than a cup of coffee. Cold therapy helps regulate core body temperature and nervous system activity, promoting deeper sleep. When very cold, the body burns what's known as brown fat in order to generate heat, a process called non-shivering thermogenesis. Studies suggest that activating brown fat can increase energy expenditure by up to 400 extra calories per day. This supports fat loss without muscle loss. Excessive heat to the testicles causes massive damage to sperm quality. Hot showers haven't been shown to impair fertility, but hot baths and hot tubs do. This effect can last for months, but it is ultimately temporary. However, if you're trying to conceive, a cold bath will be much better for that goal than a hot one. An estimated 31% of US adults experience an anxiety disorder at some time in their lives. But when you willingly invite the acute stress of cold exposure, afterward your body's parasympathetic reaction returns you, physically and mentally, to a state of relaxed, relieved calm. This helps counteract overactive fight-or-flight responses and the chronic stress so common in modern society. Many addictive substances deplete the brain's dopamine system, leading to cravings and emotional lows. Cold exposure naturally restores dopamine levels, reducing the need for artificial stimulation. It also lowers stress hormones and improves emotional control, helping individuals resist impulse-driven relapses. Practice with discomfort makes it easier to handle frustration, anger, and anxiety triggers in everyday life. This allows you to keep a cooler head when unexpected challenges arise. After regular cold immersion, a mere chilly day will no longer feel threatening. You won't have to shrink from the wind or run back inside to grab your scarf. You'll probably still enjoy being warm, but you won't have to fear the cold. Cold therapy trains the mind to handle discomfort, making it a powerful practice for increasing discipline and self-mastery. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. This quote has been echoing in my mind recently, but the equation here is missing the variable of human choice. The word spoiled, it means to be ruined or destroyed by receiving too easily too much of what you want. It's understood that one's character is built up by challenge and eroded by a life of ease. As life becomes more comfortable for all of us, it's critical that our culture celebrates the pursuit of challenge. Cold water immersion is one such voluntary challenge that I have fallen in love with. I know now that it's okay to sit with discomfort, and that my true limits lie far beyond where my initial feelings say they are.